Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. I had a comic on my mind. Had a comic heavy on my mind. Captain America, symbol of truth. Now, I went back and I looked at this book. In this book, it is Captain America. If I didn't tell you symbol of truth, would you know which Captain America I was talking about? Not important. What is important is the Sam Wilson iteration of Captain America has a toe-to-toe with none other than T'Challa, the Black Panther. And we see it is in, within that same canon of events that are taking place during the John Ridley run. So we get to see Folashade and the Wakandan Parliament and all of that. And they kind of, get into it with Sam Wilson and T'Challa and Sam have this kind of philosophical tete-a-tete as well as a physical one. And we're going to get into it, look at some little key points about it, and I'll just tell you what I think after I'm done. Now, before we get off into the book, I need y'all to do what you always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this. All right, let's get into this. Captain America, symbol of truth. Here we are. Captain America, symbol of truth. Number 5. The Black Panther strikes. All right. Now, some things to bear in mind. The comic book is called Captain America, symbol of truth. Okay, so understand that a lot of the things that are going on in this book are probably going to play in favor of the titular character. I don't know why that is. If it's a challenge, it's a challenge. If it's not, it's not. Another thing to bear in mind, last time I checked, unless I'm not up on my things, Sam Wilson is a human being possessed of normal human strength. Probably peak human. I would be willing to give Sam peak human, although I don't think he is peak human. But even at peak human, you still ain't fooling with somebody who's superhumanly enhanced. At least that's what one would think. On to the book. They get right into it. He wants Sam to get the F out of Wakanda. He don't want to. And they're getting ready to have this philosophical discussion. He ain't listening to nothing that T'Challa is saying. He said, we getting out of here, me and Mr. Bones. T'Challa ain't trying to hear that. He ain't trying to hear none of that. And so the battle ensues. Threats, body shots that didn't seem to do a damn thing to T'Challa. But look what T'Challa did to him. Hey, I agree with T'Challa. Ain't no such thing as a fair fight on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you got that. Well, then you shouldn't have squared up. If you knew you couldn't handle me, you shouldn't have squared up. And the suit ain't what makes him tough. Stop it, Sam. What is he without his special tools? What is he without his vibranium? I'm pretty sure T'Challa gonna tell him. So I ain't gonna have to say it. Told you. I am T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. And down he goes. Bear in mind, y'all, the suit isn't what gives him the ability to do that. He can slam him to the ground just as easily without the habit on. But I believe Sam's argument is he can't damage T'Challa as long as he has the suit on. Then why in the hell are you fighting him? A lot of whistling going on. He said, stop calling him Sam Wilson. He's Captain America and he can do it all day, as he steals the quote from the other Captain America. That's why we call you Sam Wilson. But he's got birds attacking in his stead. Okay. Do we feel like that mitigates what's going on as far as T'Challa having a habit advantage? A bunch of birds. Okay. Now he's talking trash. What a lot of Black people ask about a lot of African Americans ask about Africans. You know what I'm saying? What did y'all do to prevent what became our history? Why didn't anybody come for us? Why did that type of thing? And I get it. He's gonna win that fight because every Black person in America, or the vast majority of them, feel the way that Sam feels. But I'm not here about the philosophical, political, geographical tete-a-tete. You're holding the Black Panther in place with birds. Okay, I'm gonna bear that in mind. Sam wants everybody to boo-hoo for his situation. Okay. T'Challa ain't the one that decided where that meteor landed. You just being salty, Sam Wilson. You just being salty. So I guess these birds actually are holding T'Challa in place? Okay. Hang tight while I save your country and mine. How American of you to think your sad feelings give you the right to invade the lands of others. Okay. To act like you would have done any different. And kick Sam Wilson in the face. Sam Wilson catches his leg. And they both go over the falls. I would say at this point in his career, T'Challa has a lot of experience with falling off of waterfalls. So I would say it's pretty safe to assume he didn't get hurt from this, or even remotely injured. And he said, nah, they ain't going down together. And kick Sam Wilson again. And Sam Wilson, like T'Challa said, is going down the falls by his damn self unless somebody can come and save him. And looky there, his homie, the Falcon, has come to save him. Now, there's a lot more things going on in this comic where they're having this conversation about philosophies and who's right and who's wrong, so on and so forth. But let me flip because the fighting's over. This is it. Now, if we was counting licks, did T'Challa give more licks or less? If we're going by Mark of Queensberry rules and it's a point system, who got more points in that fight? If that's what we're talking about, who got the more resounding blows in that fight? And let's just be honest, who ended that fight? Just because T'Challa is not standing, hovering over Sam Wilson victorious, don't mean he didn't get handled. Does that look like somebody who won a fight? Not to me. And now we get back to America. Everything's been resolved. Everybody's, happy more or less. And who comes to visit? And what is T'Challa? Even after kicking him off a waterfall, T'Challa's a big enough man to keep it a buck and say, no, I'm here to say that I understand. What the Wakandan government did was reactionary and uncalled for. It is not what I would have done, but I no longer hold that power. Reference to Ridley's BS. I meant everything I said earlier about the meteor, about the responsibility that comes with that power. We both want the same thing, to keep our home safe. I am paying for my decisions and you are paying for yours. Make no mistake. You have my respect, but we are not friends. I will do everything to protect Wakanda. My claws will tear down the world around me if that's what it takes. I'm sorry about your parents. And that's all T'Challa had to say about it. And then later on, in Jed McKay's Avengers, we see that animosity and that kind of standoffishness between Sam and T'Challa, as they are both, again, members of the Avengers. So, back to the crux of this video. Who won that fight? If you're looking at that fight, you just looked at it like I looked at it. Who won that fight? I think more than anything else, we are upset about the fact that T'Challa was that Sam Wilson was even able to land such significant blows on somebody who clearly outclasses him in both strength and fight skill. He doesn't outclass Sam in fight skill. Well, Sam learned to fight from Steve Rogers. T'Challa and his descendants and ancestors and everybody else on different dimensions and universes on numerous occasions have bested Captain America in hand-to-hand combat. Sam Wilson was taught hand-to-hand combat by Steve Rogers. So that's probably neither here nor there, but here. So in closing, I guess basically all I'm saying is everybody who's out here talking about Sam Wilson put hands on T'Challa. Did he really? Okay, I'm not tripping on Sam Wilson getting a punch in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on Sam Wilson getting a nice little, you know what I'm saying? That's it's a fight. They're supposed to exchange blows. It ain't supposed to be, I guess when people were wanting to see T'Challa just literally drag Sam, makes me no difference one way or another, but I don't feel like that would have made for a good story. Plus, again, it's Sam's comic. We ain't just gonna watch him get drugged. I don't know. But Sam Wilson didn't win that fight. If you read the same comic book I read and I just showed it to you, Sam Wilson ain't winning. Okay, Sam Wilson got some punches in. Sam Wilson ain't winning that fight. What do y'all think? Did Sam Wilson win that fight, or did Sam Wilson not win that fight, or was it a tie, or what? What happened in that fight? You saw it in real time on the pages of that comic book, Captain America Symbol of Liberty. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about that book and that battle and the outcome. That's it for now. But fret not, I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.